Evacuating moisture from a cooling system requires an accurate and reliable vacuum gauge. There are many good ones available. SUPCO's VG640 has built a reputation as one of the most accurate and reliable gauges in the HVAC and refrigeration industry. But changes in the refrigerants during the past decade require longer evacuation times, sometimes more than an hour. The contractor must stay close by the system evacuation, losing valuable time to perform other tasks. Meet the VG640D dual input vacuum sentry. Our next generation vacuum gauge meets the reliability and quality of the VG64 plus more. Measurement resolution as low as 0.5 microns, a large backlit LCD display, high and low audible and visual alarms, never replace, easy to clean, lifetime sensor, and a 2-year warranty. The high and low alarms allow the VG640D to get time back for the contractor. The contractor can set high and low micron thresholds on the gauge, then attend to other tasks. Once the threshold is reached, the VG640D will sound an 85 decibel alarm and have a flashing red display alerting the contractor that this threshold has been met. For demonstration, we've got the VG640D connected to a vacuum pump. Notice that while a unit is self-calibrating on startup, it reminds the user of the previously set low threshold, 200 for this example. Also notice that the high threshold was off. The unit will always turn off the high threshold when powered off. This prevents nuisance alarms when the gauge is powered on next time. Press any button and the bright green backlight makes the LCD easy to read in any light. To set the high and low thresholds on the VG640D, start by pressing the Set button. Notice the bottom right hand corner indicates Set Low Alarm. Change the low threshold by using the orange up and down arrow keys. Let's set the low threshold to 400 microns. Now press the Set button again. Notice the display now changed to Set Alarm High, and it is off. Change the high and low threshold by using the orange up and down arrow keys again. The VG640D will not allow the user to set a high threshold lower than the low threshold, thereby eliminating potential mistakes. We'll set the high threshold to 1000 microns. The application for using a high threshold can be used to check for leaks after the evacuation is done. That would be indicated by a rise from the micron level previously reached to the high threshold. Now, once set is pressed again, both high and low thresholds will be locked in. For this demonstration, we are connected to a vacuum pump on a system and will be in a high alarm condition until the vacuum drops below the high alarm set point. Notice that the VG640D is in high alarm condition, indicated by the 85 dB audible alarm and red flashing display. The alarm can be silenced by using the mute button, but the display will continue to flash while in an alarm state. We will now start the evacuation. Notice as the vacuum level drops below 1000 microns, the high alarm flashing display returns to normal. When the low alarm threshold is met, both the audible and flashing indicators are activated. Low audible can also be silenced by pressing the mute button. We will now isolate and shut off our pump. As the micron level increases above the low threshold, that alarm state ends. When the level continues to increase above the high threshold, an alarm condition is activated, indicating more service is required. To turn off the alarms, low alarm, press set once. Use the down arrow key. Off is just below 0 microns. High alarm. Press set twice and use the down arrow key. Off is just below 0 microns. When off appears, press set again. The contractor can also add an R100 remote alarm to the VG640D if they wish to receive remote notification when the vacuum has reached the programmed level. Vacuum Sentry, guarding the system evacuation so you don't have to.